I used to play video games, like a lot. And ever since I was a child, video games were a primary source of my entertainment, primary source of stimulation for my brain. And yeah, I was just always excited to play video games. Every day I would come back from school, I would do my homework, and all I could think about is just playing video games for a couple of hours before I go to sleep. Yeah, I just always enjoyed them, and I think it's because I'm a very competitive person and I love to always play competitive games, either against other people or just against NPCs, or just do challenging stuff in the video game. It kind of ticked my brain in a way that nothing else could. But recently I quit. Like 2 years ago I quit, and before that I used to play like almost every day for like an hour or two. But I quit, and I'll tell you why. So I started realizing at some point that video games are not something that I want to do in life long term, right? I don't envision myself doing that when I'm 30, when I'm 40, and I realized that it's not contributing to my development. Like it's fun, like it's fun, it's great, it's very entertaining and stimulating, but I thought that it's not really contributing to my development. And when I started realizing that, I started playing games half-heartedly. Like I would still play because it was still fun, but I just didn't put my all into it because I didn't really believe into playing video games anymore. So I actually tried to quit playing video games several times, and I would make a decision to stop playing video games. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna do it anymore. Like I gotta do some productive shit. And I would delete all of the games from my computer. A couple of weeks would go by, and I would just install everything back again. And I would feel that urge to install everything back again. But again, the cycle would repeat. I would feel that my peace was disturbed, and I couldn't figure out why I couldn't really quit once and for all. But I think it was for two reasons. First, I'm very competitive. My nature is very competitive, so like I think something was lacking in terms of competition in my life. And the second reason is that I was not only playing video games, I was also watching like professional players play tournaments. And once I did that, like I was cheering for a team, and like after every after watching professionals play, you would always want to like repeat the stuff that they did in the game. So I would just install everything again. So once I realized that, I decided that now I know the approach on how to quit. So in terms of the competition that was lacking in my life back then, I would just replace it with chess. So I can play chess, and I directed my competitive spirit into playing chess, and I would quit playing video games, and I would just play chess for 3 hours, 2 hours every day. And that competitive spirit was unleashed while I was playing chess, and that helped because chess is way less stimulating, and it's not as exciting. And my chess playing time faded away, so that was kind of like a healthy way to stop playing. And also I stopped consuming all of the content around video games and like around professional teams that play, around some highlights of the professional games. And yeah, after I did these two things, I deleted video games 2 years ago, and I never played since, except for social gatherings when you do it collectively. But yeah, it felt like, it still feels liberating because it was a big part of my life, and but at some point it just stopped being fun and it started being anxious because I was having this fear of missing out on doing something productive. So once I removed video games from my life, I removed a lot of sources of anxiety, and my life got a little more peaceful. And also, I think one thing that helped is that I started working a full-time job, so I don't really have any time right now. So yeah, this is it. This is how I quit video games, and yeah, see you tomorrow.